The moment you guys have been waiting for.
It's that time.
It's that time.
It's,
we need to bring on
time to elevate
Shane Anderson and Shamim Agahi. They are on.
Yes. Gentlemen, good evening.
G'day, mate.
Hello.
That's how you gotta say it, man.
All right. Shane was trying to teach me some Australian. Yes. Right? So how do we do it again?
You did exactly the right thing too. So you say good, like the word good, I, and then might, M-I-G-H-T, and then say it fast.
It fast.
No, I was a bit worried just said something else there. No, good eye, mate.
Good eye, mate.
There you go. Look at that. Look, you're learning Australian straight away.
Look at the chat. David Sayer's just like, no, T-Gray, no. Hey, first of all, gentlemen, we just want to say we are so glad to call you guys brothers and to have you part of the iBuumerang family and the Ellev8 family. Your influence, your positive energy, your impact is already being felt, and we're grateful to you guys and excited to be working with you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're both, and the entire team is just so excited. It feels like we've always been here, to be fair. It's one of those really synergistic little connections where we just feel at home straight away and everything is moving and the universe seems to be just giving everything at the right time. So it's exciting and we cannot wait to begin this journey. So let's do it.
Yeah. You know what? I just noticed something. T. Gray and I have the same background, and you and Shambo have the same background. The other thing I noticed too is this. Shambo has on his his Ellev8 Educator shirt.
Gotta represent.
You too.
Ooh, so does Shane.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
So you've got the EX8 shirt on, and I've got the blinged out Ellev8 shirt on, but it's black on black over here. You can't really see it. You can only see the 8 is green. So
excellent. Well, hey, guys, take us on a tour.
Show us the way.
Fantastic. So, myself and Shams, we're going to run you through this today. We're going to do it in pieces. So we'll do it in 2 distinct things. We will show you the benefits and the functions of what we've got. And we'll also speak about some of the reasons why you would use certain things. This is by far one of the most advanced back offices that we have ever seen, especially in this space. And it's so exciting to not only to be able to learn everything you need to know about Forex, but also to be able to move into the crypto market, one of the fastest moving markets on the planet. And it's just exciting. So I'll bring Shams on. Shams, brother, how are you tonight?
Oh, bloody good to be. I'll tell you that. Been a long road, like you said, mate, but just keen to get everybody on the platform and show them what we got.
So let's start at the beginning, mate. I'll get you to share your screen and let's begin by getting everybody into the system. Now, anyone that is an Ellev8 member, you will obviously have this ability right now as of midnight last night, your time in the US. Shams, they will be brought to this screen. Let's get started.
Yeah, so really simple, guys. The website you're going to is hub.ellev8.com. Going to drop it in the chat to make it nice and easy for you guys. Now, anybody who's got that Ellev8 membership, all you need to do is start off by hitting that login button. It's going to bring up a new screen. Now, what you guys need to do first off is just reset your password. So like with any reset password, hit that forgot password link. Type in the email that you've used with Ellev8. You're going to get an email into your email account. Go ahead and reset, choose whatever password you like. And then you're going to head back to the screen, click that login button, type in your details, and that's going to get you into the hub. And this is where all the magic happens. Now, when we put this hub together, we put it together with a bunch of trading educators, bunch of full-time traders to build something that would be here for you guys that was A, easy to manage, and B, give you all the tools and resources you are going to need in this space. Like we talked about, you've got the Forex educators, you've got some amazing people in that space. I've had the pleasure of working with them for a while now, and it's absolutely amazing to see the passion in what they do. But now you've also got the crypto side. So what I want to highlight with this, guys, is we wanted to do something that was going to be easy for everyone. Now, how many people out there have Facebook? nearly every single person. So a lot of the features you're going to see on this are really similar to Facebook, so that anybody can start learning on this, interact with the community, message each other, join groups. So it's exactly the same as something people are familiar with. So the very first thing we're going to do is just highlight what's in the top right here. Now, just like on Facebook, you can set a display picture, you can choose a background for your page, and you're going to do that in the settings tab. So if you click this little cogwheel up the top, go to profile info, you're going to get this screen that loads over here. And in here, you can choose, you can see I've got a beautiful little NFT for anybody that can see what that is, drop it in the chat. But I've got a place to choose what I want as my display picture as well as my background. Now, where that comes into play, there we go, Dan's all over it, is by clicking on this button here. This button here is going to take you to what is very similar to your Facebook profile. You're going to be familiar with a lot of things. You've got your newsfeed or your wall that you can post on, and people can reply and drop comments to you. You can upload photos, you can upload videos. You can see the people that you've made friendships with. So just like in Facebook, you can see I've got notifications up here. I've got notifications of people accepting my friend request. Because I'm one of the admins, I can see the people that are requesting to join one of the groups, and we'll touch on that in a sec. But you've also got messages. Here you can see there's a couple students already messaging me, and the friend request. I'm trying to be the most popular person on this platform. So guys, drop me a friend request, send me a message. That's what we want. Somebody sends me a friend request, simple as clicking accept friend request, and that's it. Now, the second thing you've got over here on the second one down is your community hub.
Before you go on that, Shams,
yeah,
there's some quick release buttons at the top of that as well, right? So there's some really easy access stuff. So this is really like your own personal wall that most people would see, as you said, on Facebook. And the beautiful thing about this is this will communicate all of your different things that you're about to show all into one space so that you can access it easily.
Easy. Now, if you don't know what all these buttons are, awesome. Press these little 4 squares. It'll pop the menu out and you can see exactly what each of those are. So the first one we're going to click on is this community hub. Now, your community hub, this is almost like a public newsfeed like on Facebook. This is where you're going to see everybody dropping messages, communicating with each other. You can see we've already got people on here. Everybody's excited. Everybody's loving the platform. This is where you can drop your likes, comments, replies. Let's get it. Whatever you want to do, this is where you communicate with everyone. And you're also going to see updates from a bunch of the educators and content creators like Milan, who runs his NFT calls during the week. He's actually got an NFT that's a free mint, and I'll touch on that in a sec because it's quite amazing what he's been able to find for the community. But he's putting out information on that so it's easy for you to find. Now, the second button is your members. Just like Facebook, there's going to be people you want to connect with, request as a friend, be able to message them and have them nice and close. So in here, you're going to be able to search by their names, order it alphabetically. Let this just load for a second. But when it comes up, let me just press it again. When this loads, it'll essentially have a grid of absolutely everyone inside the Ellev8 community. And you can just go through and choose add friend, remove friend. Let's just see if we can get this one to work. If not, we'll just move on to the next one, come back to this. All right. Now, after you've made your friends, there we go. You guys can see I can cancel a friend request if they take too long for me to accept, or I can just request them. And that's how you make those networks and connections to actually go into the messages. So we go into messages, view all messages. Let's say there's somebody I want to send a message to. Shane, I've got something I need to tell him. Maybe it's an opportunity coming up. So we're going to click on that button. We're going to go, you can either search them through here, or maybe I'll just want to send a message to my mate, Seds. Seds, see you on tonight's call. Got you there. Just like Facebook, you'll be able to send it, and then it'll appear in your message history where you'll be able to actually just go back to that, have another conversation with him, and just keep it going. Nice and simple, something everybody's familiar with. And you can also do group chats in here. So if there's a group of you that are traders together, a bunch of friends that want to have a chat, no different to Facebook, you can put them all in the same group chat, and nice and easy for you guys to stay in touch. Next up is we've got groups. Now, this is where some of the amazing stuff in this community starts to happen. So often people have a specific thing they want to focus on. Whether you're here for Forex, whether you're here for crypto, DeFi, NFTs, if you're here for the French community, if you're here for the Spanish community, there's going to be a channel in here. Well, might just be doing some updates at the moment, which is why it might take a little bit to load, but give it a second. And in this room, you'll be able to choose all the different rooms that you want to join. And if there's something you don't want to be a part of, easy. You don't join that group, you won't get notifications from that forum. And it just means you can tailor your education and what you want to be a part of specifically to what you want to learn.
You want me to share my screen, Shams?
It could just be mine. Yeah, if you could, mate.
Hey.
If you could, just to give it a crack.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, yours is straight up. Nice and easy. Yeah, it must just be my computer. Yep. There we go. So inside those groups, Shane, what I'll get you to do is actually go down to the NFT one, for example. So you can either search it or you can go through this NFT world. Shane hasn't joined the group at the moment. So you see that green button down the bottom, gives him the option to join. Now, once he's in here, Shane, if you scroll to the top, press that button in the top right. By joining that group, he's going to get notifications on his main wall. That means he can follow along. Now, like we were talking about before, if you scroll down, you'll see that post that Milan made. Milan is one of our NFT educators, and he has done some amazing things in the space where we have had the opportunity to jump into projects. Now, disclaimer time, all I'm talking about is past experience, but there's been some projects that have been free to mint. You just have to pay gas. And if you don't know what that is, you're in the right space. This is what we're going to teach you in the education. But some of those projects have had amazing results when you just paid a little bit for the gas for the transaction. And he brings this stuff to the community for free. And one of those projects, he even gave away one of those NFTs to a community member. And at the time, that NFT was worth $1,000. Now, there's amazing opportunities we find here. Not all of them succeed, but the whole idea is you're now in a space with a bunch of educators who are plugged into this, no different to your Forex educators who know what they're talking about. The whole idea is we want to make sure that you've got a line to save you all the time, to make sure you're not going to have to deal with all the fluff that you see out there, but we're going to show you those projects we're excited about. Now, if you go back to the groups for one more second there, Shane, scroll to the bottom to the Queens of Crypto. Now, this is something that we absolutely love. We've had this in our community for a long time. The ladies, you have the opportunity, if you go to the second page there, Shane, to join the Queens of Crypto. This is a space for you where we've got our female educators. They run a women's only call every single Friday. And you've got to send a join request, and that will be approved by the moderators. If any guy at some point manages to sneak in, you will be banned from that group. And trust me, it won't be pretty. But the whole idea is you've got a space for just yourselves to have a bit of fun there. T-Grade, don't even think about it, mate. I can't even get a time to be on those calls. I get to moderate a little bit of it, but that's it. I've never been able to get on there. But they have their own guest speaker on those calls as well. So they've had Milan talk about NFTs, and they've just kind of rolled with it and just made a space that they absolutely love. Now, those forums are like, those groups are like your Facebook groups, but forums are when you want to focus on a specific side of the education. So for instance, if you scroll down, Shane, and click on, if we go to, let's say, NFT world, just to focus on the one thing where it's nice and easy to just follow through the process. Each of those groups has a forum. Now, forums are to solve a problem that we've seen in Discord and Facebook. How often do you see somebody drop a message, another comment below it, and all of a sudden that message just disappears? You can't find the conversation you were looking for. You know it was somewhere on the newsfeed, and you want to come back to focus on one thing. So this is where our content creators and our educators can create topics around a certain project, could be a trade, could be homework, and they'll put updates in this one place. You can follow it, you can subscribe to it, you can search for it. It just makes it nice and easy for you to be able to find, once again, what you want to focus on. If you've got a question for that project, awesome. This is the place for that. So that's what forums are for. Forums are for when you want to focus on a certain piece of education, certain projects, certain conversation. Aaron Shefford, one of your Forex educators, he's got a channel in here for his 2 calls, his homework as well. It just makes it nice and easy for you. Again, you focus on what you want. Now, if you click on one of those, Shane, you'll also be able to see that the top of the page is very similar to what we saw in the groups, because what you've actually got, and I'll just mark this off, Shane, is right now you're on this button here. But if we click back on here, you'll go to the group for that forum. So that means they're all interconnected. Each group has a forum for that concentrated conversation. But if you do just want to focus on kind of a Facebook group to have a chat with each other, you'll be able to go in there to have a chat with Aaron's calls. So now we get to the part which is the education. So if we click on Forex Education or Forex Academy, the very first thing you guys need to do, regardless of whether you're in the Crypto Academy or Forex Academy, is click on the hub walkthroughs. This is going to highlight to you what each of those buttons do, how to join the calls, and how to get started on using all these features. You'll get a little bit of a walkthrough or a description on each of those courses that you choose. You'll see all the different categories and videos you can choose from. And then when you're ready to start, you scroll up a little bit, you click Enroll Now. You join the courses you want. Again, this is all about you tailoring what you want to learn and getting the most out of your time. You focus on the stuff that you're here for. When you're ready, you click Start Learning. It'll bring you up to the lesson page. Now, you can go through. Once you finish a video, in the top right, you can mark it as complete so that you know you've watched that video as well. Now, the really cool thing, imagine you're watching a lesson, whether it's Forex or crypto. How many people take notes on these calls on Flight School? Who knows that there's going to be some lessons dropped in here that are actually useful that you want to have something to come back to, but we take it on a notepad or Word or piece of pen and paper. You can do this straight on the platform. So you bring this up, it's a note for this lesson. You can put a title, you can put a note, you hit that save button twice and you're good to go. It'll automatically save your notes to this platform. And then you can also download it, print it off as a PDF, download it as a Word document, and straight away you have it attached to this. So you have a place to have this all on the one platform. So what we'll do, Shane, is we'll jump out of this one and we'll go back and we'll take you now to the Forex Academy again, just to highlight a little bit of how you go through the different lessons. So you guys can see on the left-hand side, we've got Forex, you've got your Forex courses that have been translated. We've got it in French, Italian, Spanish. You've got educational, which is the educational in English, and you've got the educators. So we're going to click on educators for a sec. Now, you guys know these guys, they're absolute legends, guns at what they do. You guys have the ability to pick on one of these trainers. Let's go to Aaron at the bottom. We want to catch up on some of Aaron's calls. We might have missed some of the live ones because you guys have no idea how many calls you're about to get access to. We'll touch on that as well. But let's say you want to go back and watch some of his lessons. You enroll to the course. You've got all these prerequisites that he recommends you watch to catch up on some of the stuff that he covers on his calls. But then you've got the 2 different calls he runs during the week. Let's say you want to listen to Candlestick Essentials. You'll be able to go into that and see all the course content that he's uploaded. If they do a new call, we'll upload the new call. If they do a market scan and you wanted to catch it, even if you missed it, you'll be able to go back and watch that as well. So it's all at your fingertips. Now, one cool thing, we'll go to the Crypto Academy now to show you another feature of this platform. And we're going to click on technical analysis. So the Crypto Academy itself, we've got everything in terms of technical analysis as well. We introduce you to crypto, how to buy your first bit of Bitcoin, how to set up your wallet. We walk you through technical analysis on the charts. We'll walk you through how to place your trades on platforms as well. But when you go to your TA course and we scroll down a little bit, you guys can see if we click, let's say on candlesticks or any of those, they should all have them. You guys can see at the bottom of that one, there is a quiz. So now you have the ability not only to go through the content, but you'll have the option to actually test it then and there to make sure you've learned those lessons. Remember, you've got to build a foundation for whatever you're going to do. The foundation is what's going to get you to your goals. So you want to make sure that it's nice and strong. What better way than reinforcing that with a quiz straight off the bat so you know, hey, this lesson, I got 100%. I know I've covered it. I'm ready to go to the next one. Awesome. So same thing on Crypto Academy. If you're there and you want to focus on the educators, maybe you want to watch DeFi or NFTs, sick. You can choose that. So we go to bonus, let's say. I love bossing you around, Shane. This is fun.
Good.
So we want
directions. Leaders are the best followers, mate.
Yeah, that's it. So let's say we want to focus on something like fundamentals or whiteboard lessons. We'll be able to just click on that. Again, you enroll into the course, you watch those videos and everything. Now I see a question by Carla. Do all programs have quizzes? We are developing these over and over again and adding more quizzes so you guys have more stuff to test you as we go along. We're getting more of the courses translated for you guys in Spanish, Czech, French. The whole idea is this is going to continue to grow with us and yourselves to make sure there's always something new for you guys there. All right.
And we also know there's a set way, there's a set learning path that we've thought was the best way to do this. Obviously, we've had a lot of experience in training a lot of people around, especially around crypto, and giving them a direct path. Like, this is step one, go all the way through to step, 45 or whatever that may be. But understanding that it doesn't matter where you are on that life cycle of learning how to trade, whether that's in Forex or whether that is in crypto, the fundamental skill sets that you're learning here, it's all about repetition. So make sure, even if you think that you do know majority of this stuff, take the time to go through these courses one by one, because there will be tips and tricks from people who have made a lot of money and done this for a long period of time. They have so much skill set in this. So just leverage their education here and just walk through these courses bit by bit, because you just one little tip can make you a lot of money. Disclaimer, sorry.
Mate, that is one thing I remember one of my mentors told me, and even Paul, I've heard Paul say this over and over again. All it takes is one piece of information from one person in one moment, one conversation, for that to be useful. You could go to a live event and it just takes one thing to shift something inside you to take you to the next level. Now we'll take it to the next bit. We've got tools and resources, which are just some pages around helping you in crypto, like choosing a right position size for your trades. It can be a bit of crypto news as well. All these things are stuff that you need to wrap your head around in the space to make sure you're going to get the most out of what you can when it comes to this platform. Again, all of it is in one place. The idea is, guys, this hub is meant to be a place where you're going to find all the resources and tools you need from the start of your trading journey all the way through. Now we get to the calendar. You guys, you heard it from Mark and Tigray. You've had 6 Forex educators. We've got another 6 crypto educators that have come on board. You guys had a lot of calls on your side. We had a lot of calls. Now you have access to over 35 calls a week across crypto, Forex, DeFi, NFT. Now, the amazing thing on this is, like Shane's showing you, you can see all the calls are listed across different time zones. You can see a monthly view that's going to highlight all the different calls that are laid out for the month by day. Give it a second to load. There we go. And even some of these days, you'll see they don't even fit on the damn calendar. You need to click on the +4 at the bottom or +3 to see all the different calls you're going to have on that one day.
Click it. Let me see how it looks when you click that, bro.
Yeah, perfect. So when you're ready to actually click on the call, let's say you want to watch Jonathan Goodrum's Forex, Advanced Forex, we'll click on one of those. And when you go into this call, when you're ready to watch this live, all you've got to do, nice and simple, you scroll down, you've got a nice watch button there. You go ahead and click on that. You sign in, you're good to go. You watch the Zoom live exactly the same way you guys have done on your old platform. All you got to do is press one button and you're good to go. Like Shane's showing you. You want to add it to your calendar? Nice and easy. All you got to do is press a couple of buttons and you'll have it on your calendar so you don't miss it. But I guarantee you, with 35 calls a week, I'll be surprised if anybody can catch all of those live. We've got it in all different time
people
zones.
In the chat are talking about now nobody's going to be able to sleep with all of this stuff.
Yeah, no.
Man, I've tried to keep up on some of those calls to catch it with what you guys had and what we have. You're pushing it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of those calls, you've got educators who talk for 1-2 hours without a problem. You're doing 35 of those a week.
That's good.
We'll be lucky.
It's absolutely crazy. One of the questions we're getting in the chat right now is does the calendar adjust for time zones? So like when you click.
Not at the moment, but that is something we're working on to make sure that everybody's going to have it in their time zone as well. But one thing
each event is listed with each of the time zones there so that you can see it. When you do import the calendar, I do believe that it does fit to the calendar's time zone.
It does.
Shams.
It does. We tested that yesterday, Shane.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
So Shane, I'll get you to scroll up for a little bit so we can concentrate on the filters there. So everybody out there has different trading styles, different personalities. You might have an educator that you align with that you don't want to miss their calls. So if you want to focus on just one person, click on event category. you'll notice that comes up with crypto. You can see all the educators under crypto. You've got Forex, all the educators under Forex. If you want to look at all the Forex calls, you just click on the Forex one and it'll filter through all of those to just show you those ones. Oop.
I think clicked on Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. But the whole idea is, guys, we want to make it so you guys can filter what you want.
Wow. So this is now just showing all of Aaron's classes.
Exactly.
Bro, I've been riding with you guys through this whole project, and you're like blowing my mind. Like, I'm seeing stuff that I didn't see this whole past month or two that we've been working on this. This is
mate, there's a few more secrets that we haven't shown you yet. We've got to keep something in our pockets to surprise you with.
Oh, man, I am thoroughly surprised, pleasantly pleased. You guys are rock stars, man.
So one of the last things I'll talk about, and this is something you guys will learn a little bit more over time, but you guys can see up the top, you've got your ranks. You can also see a little marker next to it that at the moment, Shane clearly hasn't got any points, but there is a point system in this, like we talked about. So everything from being active in the community, replying to people's posts, posting your own, watching the education, that contributes to you earning some points as well as starting to rank up. For instance, to get to rank 2, there's certain videos that you have to watch in order to meet criteria to level up. That tells us the people in the community who are committed to this. And as well, there's going to be opportunities with those points where you've earned those just from participating in the platform, and they're going to be like raffles. We might give away some NFTs where you get to swap those points to enter a raffle, and somebody's going to win that just for being engaged in that platform.
So I've already gone to 1 to 6 there. So I think I can beat Shams here at friend request. So make sure you add me here. So
oh, mate, you can't steal my spotlight.
I'm sitting here watching you accept friend requests like crazy. Like, totally indiscriminately, bro. Just like anybody could be Shane's friend right now.
Anyone. It's all about points now. See, so as soon as points came into it, that changed everything.
The chat is literally on fire. I've never seen so many fire emojis in my life in the chat.
Right.
Love it.
Oh my God. And gamification is sick. I love it, bro.
So if we click on your profile for a second as well there, Shane, we'll show one other part of the gamification. No, just the one in the top left. Yep.
This one?
Yep. Perfect. So you guys will see on here, if he scrolls down, you'll have the opportunity to see that Shane has 0 badges and 0 quests. But there are things you can do on the platform to earn badges and quests for completing. So for instance, Shane, if you go to members, search up myself, you will see an example of someone who's succeeding on the platform.
I love it.
If we type in Shambo there, this way people can, search me up nice and easily, mate.
He's gonna rank
self-plug. So you guys can see straight away, I've got some badges in there. I've made some posts. I've got some comments. I've even connected my Facebook in here in case anybody wants to do that. So by clicking on my profile, if you click on that, Shane, so if you click on my name, you should be able to open it up. Yep, perfect. There we go. You guys can see there's a bunch of badges that you get, everything from participating in the community or watching certain videos and completing courses. Maybe if you finish all the quizzes, you might earn something, who knows?
Wow.
But yeah, there is so much here, guys. Best place to start is those hub walkthrough videos. Start engaging, have a bit of fun, join some groups, say hi to people, make those networks and connections.
So Sham, they're after you now in the chat. What a Shamim plug. Not a shameless plug, a Shamim plug.
Exactly, it's a Shambo plug.
Right, right, absolutely. Hey, you know what? This is crazy because you know what? At 11:59:59 last night, we had none of this. And we've got all of this goodness right now. This is a quantum leap forward for the Ellev8 platform. And I hope everybody sees the value. This is why there's a price increase coming on August 1. And this is why you want to go crazy right now. Get as many customers and ambassadors on Ellev8 as you can so that they can enjoy the platform at a lesser increase going forward. This is just absolutely amazing. Okay, here's a question from the chat. Will this replace Discord? Yes. I just posted several messages in the Discord to let everybody know this is where it's at now, hub.ellev8.com, and that the Discord will be going away ASAP. We're going to keep posting messages in there for the folks who aren't paying attention, but ultimately, yeah, we're gonna turn that off. Bonnie is excited about that. She said, yay, no Discord. I think nobody's going to be sad to see Discord go.
No, look, we had Discord as well. We know what it's like. It's great for some things, but like I said, for something like this where you want to have focused conversations as well as that community aspect, here you can focus on what you want to learn and conversations that you want to keep following. So
yeah, I love it, bro. Y'all did good.
Jane, man, all yours.
So yeah, look, this is the next level. As I said, we really understand that those two things need to go hand in hand. So one is a solid plan to take it from step A all the way through to step Z, and understand along that process that things will get more and more complicated, but we've broken everything down into bite-sized chunks. So try not to eat the entire elephant at once. Just take it one bite at a time. Start at the very beginning. Go through the hub walkthrough videos. Make sure then you start with the start here videos. That will start to get you set up and understand the language of these systems. So whether that's crypto or whether that's Forex, it's more important sometimes to understand what that language is. We see a lot of people lose their confidence in trading, not because they don't feel like they can actually do it, but they hear terms and they hear different words that they're not quite sure of. And of course, no one wants to feel silly. So of course you go backwards and say, well, that may not be for me. But in this platform, we will walk you through all of that. You'll start to hear some terms over and over again. But just remember, repetition is the mother of all skill. So you just have to keep doing it over and over and over again until it starts to become very, very normal for you. The language will start to feel comfortable and you'll start to learn this stuff quicker and quicker. The good thing about this platform is that you get to communicate with other people on your level at all times. All of the major coaches are all in here. All of our coaches are in this platform as well. So we will be looking over your content. People are seeing what you're posting. If you have questions about certain trades, you know, people will be there to guide you and help you and ask you the right questions on why did you come to that conclusion? What made you get to there? And, you know, we'll be there definitely to walk you and hold you by the hand and step you through what can seem complicated, but walk you through to the other side. So that is Ellev8 2.0. It is, as you say, the next level, Tigray and Mark. There's been a lot of stuff happening. Please, 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 I ask you, get in there and make sure that you experience everything that's in there. I heard a term the other day with the back office from iBuumerang. It's just get in there and basically break it. Have some fun, press some buttons, go in there, add some people, just have some fun in the platform and just get to know it. And the cool thing about it too is I'm going to ask, please don't eat Vegemite without being on camera. We definitely need to see that here in Australia. That is a must. It's got to be on a flight school. Surely if we get enough fire in the chat, we can get you guys to take a teaspoon of Vegemite each on camera.
You know what? You can count on it. You can count on it. This week, folks, pay attention to the iBuumerang Instagram stories. This week, I can promise you that there will be a Vegemite taste test at iBuumerang HQ in Houston, Texas.
I'm not doing it.
You're first. You're going first, bro.
Nope.
You are absolutely going first. Because you eat all sorts of nasty stuff already. Mark had these keto chocolate things that he was eating, and he made me try it. It was the worst thing on the planet. So I can't imagine that Vegemite is going to be worse than that, but it's possible.
Vegemite is quite an interesting thing. You'll love it. It's vegetable extract. It's good for you, right? So,
all right. Well, if it's good for me, then I can take it.
Yeah, see, you got him now. All you had to do is say it's for him. You lost me on that one, though.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, gentlemen, so that's the Ellev8 platform. It's available right now. Anybody that's already a part of the Ellev8 membership program, they would be able to access this right now. Just go straight to app.ellev8.com and away you go. Reset your password and you'll have access within a few minutes. It's super simple. We're seeing in the chat here, a lot of people are already gone on there and got started. So as you say, first thing to do once you get in there, make sure you set your profile up, put your avatar, get started with some of the simple videos, go through those hub tutorials, add me as a friend. Don't add Shams as a friend. That's very important. And then
I want to encourage everybody, really go ahead and go through there and see what the value is. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. We've gone from 1 to 1,000 literally overnight. And I want you to get in there and see what you can learn. Here's the thing. When you avail yourself of this education and then you are consistent at putting it to practice, it can be truly life-changing, right? Because I have a friend who 2 years ago could not read the chart. He had no idea. I
know who this friend is.
He's your friend too, right?
Yes.
I mean, didn't know candles were at like you light them and they make fire in your house, right? That was the only candle he had. The red ones and the green ones, he didn't know anything about them. But he went through the Forex education training. He's been extremely consistent. He's blown demo accounts. He's lost some little money, lost big money, but he stayed with it every day. Even if he's not trading, he's looking at the charts. They're talking to him, so he understands it. And guess what? 2 days ago, day before yesterday, he actually achieved a milestone, a personal goal of his, which was to have a trading day where his profit was over $1 million, right?
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. It's not an income guarantee. Not saying what you can do, blah, 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 because I don't know if you'll learn like him. I don't know if you'll be disciplined like him. I don't know if you'll get up every day and trade like him. But he achieved his goal 2 days ago, right? $1 million profit in trading. It's what's possible. Will everybody do it? No. Right. But that's what this education can do. You certainly can't do it if you don't understand. You can't do it if you don't have the education. You can't do it if you don't know, how the markets work or even how to place a trade. So I'm here to tell you, we've got it here for you. Foreign exchange, crypto, NFTs, Web 3.0, metaverse, it's all here. And we have a community of people that are fun and encouraging.
Yeah.
All you have to do is make sure you are Shane's friend and not Shambo's friend.
No, Shambo's friend and not Shane's friend.
I'm already getting the friend request coming in.
Shambo.
I don't know. I think I got this in the bag.
And I'm gonna, you guys gonna be my friend too. I'm gonna be on there.
You bet.
Yeah, Chrissy DeLissa said Mark was trying to say, don't say it, T. Gray.
Dude.
And then we got in trouble yesterday. We had a corporate call and our attorney was on there. She was like, "Oh, so this is what you guys are doing now?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's
Letitia Young
says,
Letitia Young says, take a deep breath, Mark. He said it. Yes. And it's HB. Yeah. Mr. Bugs.
Yes.
Mr. Bugs.
Isn't it in today's environment though, T. Gray and Mark, it's so important for people to really take control of their own financial security.
100%.
I remember being a younger man and listening to the Warren Buffetts of the world and all of these people, and they were explaining how to generate wealth. But I can promise you, I never listened to it as a young man. I just sort of went in one ear and went out the other. And it's taken me a long time to realize that these are skill sets that everybody should know, that they should effectively they should teach this stuff in school. That, you know, these are skill sets that will allow you to maximize your money. And all the big books in the world all speak about, you know, trying to convert what money you do have into more money. It's having that money starting to work for you and having the mindset of that building exponential growth. Once you start to go down that path, it becomes addictive because you start to see the game change. And that's really what comes back to what everybody wants, is that ultimate freedom. Well, they first of all need to break that psychology that money is a scarce resource and understand that money is a resource that can make you more money. And you just need to understand the skill set to get there.
You know what, Shane, you're so right. I was in a planning session the other day with Gerardo G. Money Paez and Marcus Morpheus McKinney, right? So these guys teach a Forex education program called Enter the Matrix, right? Yes. And they're helping to rework the beginner basics for the Forex part of it. And really, ultimately, the goal of the whole Ellev8 platform, whether it's Forex or cryptocurrency, whichever one floats your boat, or both, right? Because you don't have to choose, you can have them all. That's why we built this academy this way. But really, the ultimate goal is, if you want to, and if you will put in the work, it's achievable to turn these markets into your personal ATM machine, right? Where you can literally withdraw from it every day. Holton is showing that. We have other people. Daniel Camaro is showing that. Leon James is showing that. LaTanya Johnson, Kendrick Benson, they're showing that because they've been consistent students practicing trading every day into education and still coming to class, right? So I want to encourage you guys. This is possible. It's possible for you. You've got to put in the work. You've got to come to class. You've got to be disciplined, all that kind of stuff. But the education, where it all starts, is here for you.
Excited.
And you guys made it look so pretty.
That's right.
Yeah, the green goes well with it. I like it.
Yeah. All right, well, cool. Hey, everybody, that's it. We're not going to belabor the point. You guys, I know you guys want to get on there and play with your new Ellev8 2.0 platform. So do that. Click the reset password button so you can get access. So many people have done it during this broadcast, and enjoy it. And I do want to say this too. I know that there are going to be a couple of things that don't work, right? I mean, Shane, Sham, the team, they've been working night and day to make it as beautiful as it is, but there's going to be a couple of things that don't work. Don't worry, just let us know and we will fix it. All right.
Cool.
So Shane,
hey,
Sham, first
guys, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Gentlemen. Thank you very much, family.
Really appreciate it.
For having us.
Glad to be here.
And thanks to all of the folks that joined us from Australia, and they are a part of the iBuumerang family now. We love you guys just like we love our iBuumerang family.
Absolutely. So now don't go, guys, because this is your first flight school. And we have a flight school tradition that you are about to participate in. We do a screenshot so that people can post on their social media. And when we do it, you got to throw up your booms, right? So when we started Boomerang, you got to, when you take a picture, we got gang signs, right? We have our own gang sign, right? And our gang sign is the boom, and it's this is a boomerang, all right? So for the picture, you got to throw up your booms, and we give everybody time to take their screenshot. You guys ready? All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3.